Hello everybody, thank you for visiting my channel. Truly appreciate your support. If you're visiting us from Facebook, thank you so much for your support. It's always very welcome. If you're visiting us from a browser, hopefully you clicked on the right video that will show you the trail that you're looking for. Today we are headed to Devil's Slide Trail. Actually, the name is much more, I don't know, more evilish than the actual trail in itself, because the trail is really, really beautiful. So we're headed up to this trail through basically the 10 freeway, going from Los Angeles over to Idylewild, which is the city that this trail is at. This trail is located in the San Jacinto Wilderness and in the San Bernardino National Forest. For those who are interested in coming to this place, it's about 2 hours away from Los Angeles and also about 2 hours away from San Diego. If you get off on the exit 100 on the 10 freeway, you'll be about 40 minutes to 40 minutes to the trailhead. But also, if you're looking to do something else after the trail or before, if you go about 7 miles further east on the 10 freeway, you'll run into Cabazon and Morongo Casino, which is some other entertainment there. Morongo is really pretty much known, and Cabazon has really nice outlets that you guys can visit. Also, the city of Idylewild has a beautiful downtown, or uptown, how you want to call it. It's really nice to visit. Also, if you want to spend some time actually after a nice trail, it's really nice to go down there and drink coffee. Even though with COVID restrictions and everything, it's still nice to stop by and support the city that we come and visit. So really quick about this trail. This trail is about 6 or 7 miles, give and take. We're gonna start hiking this trail about the 6,300 mark and end up about the 8,000 mark. So we have close to about 1,800 elevation gain. This trail should take us anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. Since this is snowing this time of the year, there's a lot of snow on the trail. We're going to see what the challenges are. So join me in the next few minutes. Right about the 15-minute mark, we'll get back together and I'll explain to you guys and let you know how the trail went. So thank you again for visiting me. I appreciate it. Hey, thank you for sticking around. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the whole video and really enjoyed what we got to enjoy. You know, be honest with you, when we're taking these videos and trying to show it to the public what it is to hike this trail, videos and pictures and everything that we can do to try to highlight the trail is just not enough to really show what the trail is really about. So we really highly recommend this trail. It's beautiful. As you guys can see, it just turns out to be a beautiful snowy wonderland. Now, I've never been at this trail before, and I would want to come back when there's no snow and probably go up higher. So let me tell you guys a little bit. We're supposed to start about the 6,300 mark, which we did. We ended up hiking about close to the 8,000 mark. And as you guys can see in the video, as we're going up, the snow that we're hiking on is pretty packed, and there's enough snow and it's packed enough where you can hike with your shoes and some snowshoes and some cleats. But as you go up higher and higher, the trail starts getting narrow, a little bit more dangerous, and by the time we get up to almost the 8,000 mark, we ended up stopping there before the junction. The reason why is because we didn't have no snowshoes or paddles that we can actually make our own trail. By that time, a lot of people were turning back, so the trail was actually disappearing, and so we had to stop. Also, my daughter was just not feeling it. The more she had just been sick a week prior and she's getting over it, so we turned back from the trail at the point where you can see me overlooking the cliff with my dog. I just can tell you guys that it's very beautiful. Anyhow, what I really liked about this trail is that it's a steady climb up, very few switchbacks, which what it means is that you have a lot of long runs that you can start seeing the mountain. As you're going up, you can see the mountain basically to the left, and then you can see the peaks to your right. As you're going up also, you can start experiencing a lot of oak trees and pine trees, and really start getting the sense of the smell and just the feel and the peacefulness as you're going up. And then right about the midpoint, or I would say a little bit towards the 3/4 mark, it starts getting windy because the elevation starts picking up. The mountain's a little bit more exposed. It starts getting colder, but at the same time, the same wind is really refreshing. Really nice. As you guys, like I said, I've never been there when there's no snow, so I'm not sure how it would look. I really want to come back to this trail when there's no snow. Maybe walk to the point. Maybe in the next, I'll make another video when I walk up to the peak and really venture that far. So hopefully this was a lot of information for you guys that you saw in the video that you guys liked. So as I promised before, if you guys watched my previous video, I really want to talk about how my daughter and I go about actually picking a trail. And we'll use this actual trail as an example. When we're actually looking for a trail, we try to pick, because my daughter doesn't live with me, so we try to pick a trail that will probably meet somewhere in the middle, where it's not too far for her, not too far for me. And the reason why we do that is because we're not planning to spend the night anywhere. And a long drive after a hike sometimes can be pretty taxing. The other thing that we look at is that my daughter and I, we really prefer somewhere where it's woodsy, foresty, where there can be water, where there can be a lake, there can be a waterfall, a river. Definitely we're just looking for something more foresty. That's our personal taste. Last year we actually went up to Joshua Tree. It was a really nice trail and nice hike. But even as we're in Joshua Tree, we're trying to climb up. That's just our nature. We want to climb up. Once we saw a mountain, we started going upwards. So I don't know about you guys, maybe you do the same, so just leave me a comment if you do the same thing. So the other thing that we really look at, as far as, well, I really look at, is that it's a national forest and not a state park. And the reason why I look for a national forest is because I love taking my dog. And in most state parks, I would say in all state parks, you're not allowed to take your dog. So I am more inclined to go to national forest because I love taking my dog. However, a lot of the nice parks that are out there, nice trails that are out there, are in state parks. And so sometimes you just have to make a decision whether you want to go on the trail or take your dog. as much as I can, I try to take my dog with me because I love hiking. I love seeing him run. I love seeing what he does on the hike. So that's another big factor for us. The other factor that we use to calculate what we want to do is miles that we're going to be actually hiking and end up at elevation gain, because even on trails out, it's going to tell you if it's easy, moderate, or hard. But there's many levels in the medium, there's many levels on the easy, and many levels on the hard. So when we look at a moderate trail and you have an elevation like 1800, we know that the moderate is actually a true moderate or on the higher side of the moderate due to elevation gain. We also look at what other people are commenting and saying, so that's super important for us as we read it and actually check it out. So again, if you're going to check out a trail, if you're going to pick a trail, pick something that you personally like. If you're a newbie and you're just starting this, pick something easy. Be prepared. Take some water, take some food, take the things that you need. Okay, so anyhow, I'll leave it here. The next video that we post, or the next episode that we're going to do, is about what not to do. We'll give you 3 tips because we did something on this video on this trip that we shouldn't have, and I think we should share with you guys what that is. So stick around for the next one. Subscribe, like, really appreciate it. So thank you so much.